Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
So pretty.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Oh, this is making me
At Barbara's
seasick.
funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Whew.
Calvin, dinner's ready. Coming.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
I am getting very seasick. Oh, I'm very concerned.
Tell you again.
I'm very
Maybe it's
concerned
the
for
wind
this
kind of
child well-being. I can't speak because I'm seasick now.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
See, I don't even go like
That's
a
what I
quarter
wanna
of this and
remember
I'm
about my brother.
terrified. I can't stop. It just keeps going. Even when I take my hands off the board.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
This game isn't scary, it's sad.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess there goes another fence.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
I mean, I don't blame him. No, I think the helmet's fat. What is with this house and mysterious books? Honestly though, these are really neat. I want places that have surprises like
The
this.
passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Let's do one more.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Ironing board in the corner.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Oh, that is gross.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror.
His boyfriend.
I
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right. Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh no. This has like old style horror film vibes to it. I don't like this.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
I can't place what film it sounds like it's from, but oh my goodness. I can attack things, that's great.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
I don't want to hear that! That was nearly as scary, not as scary as I thought it was gonna be.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act
He's a horror
furious.
boyfriend.
All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there?
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Again. Oh my goodness, I hate this music. Like, well, it's good music, but I hate the fact that they're using old style. I was scared by a roller skate. Let it be known that Hannah Goodenough was scared by a fucking roller skate.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police described the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And who he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
I am so freaking confused. Wait.
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Don't answer the fucking door if you're home alone.
to speak to young Barbara.
Wait.
Door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
It's fucking Halloween. Did you just realize that? From the decorations?
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, So did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Ew.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Well, that was gross.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie
No
saw was
kidding.
a happy
And on top of all the stupidity, I was scared by a roller skate.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Oh, is that where we have to go? No kidding. Although I did sort of kind of like the narration. It was a bit nice. But I did not like the music because it reminded me of typical horror movie music, and that was not fun. Also, what the frick? Do we now have to go down to the creepy basement?
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Maybe. Thanks.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Oh. Hello there. I like how there's no lights in this entire thing. I'm gonna say that every time now, maybe. Let it ever flat sands! It's so good. Also, I want to game a pool. I'm horrible at it, but I'll play pool. What the fuck? There's the table saw that hurt Sven.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Aha.
I thought
The
maybe she was
infamous
hiding
fizz.
presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
What the heck?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Spices. No figurine. I've been realizing that in every single room, there's something that hints to someone's death. In Molly's room, it was... I think there was a basket of food in there. I can't quite remember. In, I guess not really, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just putting a pattern to something that isn't there.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for...
Probably. I actually think so. Let's see.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. That's what kept me sane.
Oh my goodness. This is a horrible thing to do with a
Having a
mouse.
schedule, living for today.
Yeah.
I always expected to be
Me and the
dead.
boys at 3 a.m. hunting for beans.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
If I have to do this, oh my goodness, I do. I hate this.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
My mouse. I know, that was
It's
gross.
friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
I hate this. I'm literally going like this with my mouse.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Oh my goodness. What is with this house and all of the secret passages? I guess his isn't very secret, but whatever. Nice feet. Okay.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
Ew. What is this? It's gross.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day.
That's a thing. Yes.
Even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month.
Yep.
Or a single week.
What happens if I walk
I'd be
off at a
happy
track?
with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
So he was literally just in the basement the entire time. Oh my goodness. I like how it's a can opener and cans of pizzas to represent his death.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Yes! He arrived a bit early.
She was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
It was great. It's great to see you here. We've been having some fun streaming this.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Is this just his
I don't
garbage
wanna
pile?
make
That's
the same
disgusting.
mistakes she made. trying to bury something that's still alive.
Don't you get hit by a train now.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But
No
now I know that
kidding.
the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh. That's sad. Wow.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Just a tear in the tree.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Ooh, something happened here.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Oh boy.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Yeah, I want no rock climbing today, no kidding. Just like, how about you not do something dangerous?
Had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness.
Her speech is making me want to cry. But yeah, no, don't do something dangerous when your family has a history of dying by horrible... by ways of horrible deaths and accidents. Oh, there's a swing.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've
There's a
just
bike.
gotten used to it.
Despite how weird
What
this
kind of
game
family
is.
finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Good question. A non-sane one. But like...
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oops. Despite how creepy and sad this story is, I have to give it to the developers. The scenery and the setting is beautiful.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Oh. Wait, did Sven die? Oh yeah. From the saw. Oh, that's a hint. She's the one who started... Is she the one who started the book? She's the one technically telling the story, I guess.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went
No
away.
kidding. Not the pets. The pets are the most important.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
I'm attempting to eat popcorn and failing.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Oh.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now.
What's up
Part
here?
of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
Why are we
I
climbing
never
on
would've come
trees?
when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Why are we climbing trees when you're pregnant? Girl, go back! Cease! This girl's insane.